Why did Jesus wait 38 years? What if I told you there was a man who suffered for 38 years and Jesus could have healed him at any moment? Why wait? Why allow decades of pain? The answer might change the way you see your own struggles. The Bible tells us about a man lying beside the Pool of Bethesda. He couldn't walk and had been suffering for 38 years. Think about that. 38 years of disappointment. 38 years of watching other people move forward while you stayed stuck. 38 years of hoping tomorrow would be different. But here's the question most people never ask. Where was Jesus during those 38 years? Jesus knew who this man was. He knew every painful day, every lonely night, every prayer. Yet the miracle hadn't happened. Why? Imagine being that man. At first, he probably believed things would change. But after years passed, then more years, how much hope would be left? Many people know that feeling. Maybe you've prayed for healing. Maybe you've prayed for your family. Maybe you've prayed for a breakthrough and nothing seems to change. You begin to wonder if God hears you at all. That's why what happened next is so powerful. When Jesus arrived at Bethesda, he walked through the crowd and stopped in front of this one man. Then he asked a surprising question. Do you want to be made well? At first, that sounds strange. Of course he wanted to be healed. But instead of simply saying yes, the man began explaining why it hadn't happened. Someone always gets there before me. In other words, he focused on the obstacle. How often do we do the same thing? We focus on what stands in our way instead of what God can do. Then Jesus spoke 3 simple commands. Rise, take up your bed, and walk. No ceremony, no delay, no process. Just the power of Jesus, and instantly, after 38 years, the man stood up. One moment with Jesus changed what 38 years could not. And that's the lesson. A delay is not a denial. The man thought he had been forgotten, but Jesus knew exactly where he was the entire time. If you're waiting on God today, remember Bethesda. Remember that Jesus sees every struggle, every prayer, and every tear. Just because God hasn't answered yet doesn't mean he isn't working. The same Jesus who found that man after 38 years knows exactly where you are today. And one moment with Jesus can change everything.